What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayin. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But David, now you've got to go out and prove it. And I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back, and I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Dances away. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 40. Makes a grab and room. He smashes his way through again. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Sayin. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Jackson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, Sayin. To the end zone, and is picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Oh, he's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Lowers those pads. Stopped at the 42, and he got 15 yards on the play. LSU quick to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the one.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here's a heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he's forced out of bounds in the middle of the football. A huge loss forced on the play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Berry. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, LSU. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Play fake, say it. Got his man on the outside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the gun on third down, say it. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Again, it's Saying. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He's got the back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Nice move there. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat.
Makes the grab on the left side. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick 6 right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback get going the other direction.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Fights off it, and runs through another guy. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Chase to the right. Spits it out to the back. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Gets the back moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throwing, say it. Here's the pressure. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big
throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's Western Michigan with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Running inside, it's Barry. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks a tackle, and he might go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Bring in the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Barry. Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He might want another play. Trying play action. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He tries to take the top off. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud. Arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line.
Snags it and he's open. Hits him with a stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
28, Ohio State, 14.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the...
Open field on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll go play action with Sayin.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's crossed. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Sayin. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important...
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and they absolutely had to have it there. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Sayin back to the air, using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he added the extra point.
LSU 49, Ohio State 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been
Turning it on! The 50, the 40, the 30, inside the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point is good.
LSU 56, Ohio State 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Throwing, Sayin. Right on the money. Bust through behind his pad. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's got his man. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Again, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws it deep. He's got it way down the field. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's a heat. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception. He'll try to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
63, Ohio State, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Here we go. Ready? Go, come on.
Sayin. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty.
Booster, booster.
To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to shoot.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You work all off season for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. It'll be 3rd and long.